Hello. Unsure if this is working at the moment. Please let me know in the chat if it is. I forgive the potato quality of the using my webcam for this. This is mainly just for me to test how my awful internet speeds can do a live stream. So I actually don't know if this is playing well for any of you guys. Okay? Awesome. So yeah, this is basically me wanting to test this out so that I can actually show you guys and interact with you guys live. So through comments when you have suggestions for videos can get sometimes like overwhelming. And my channel recently used to be a lot smaller. The Goku videos have really helped. All of you guys brought here is just so yeah, audio not great. Yeah, that's just the camera. If you guys like this stuff, 100%, I'm gonna make sure that the camera is gonna be better next time. Like I'll get a better webcam or something, pick one of those easy. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm still getting used to a lot of the new audience things because a lot of my other uploads weren't as big. But yeah, that out of the way, wanted to address a few things. So yeah, Goku in DC. Which part? When is it coming out? Goku in DC. When is the next part? Yeah. So hopefully we're gonna get it out next week. We're aiming for the 17th because that's when I'll have all the acting from the voice actors in. That's when hopefully I'll have some new art. Hopefully, if you missed it, I made a community post about the art we got in for Goku's new design, which just looks fantastic. Hopefully, we're going to get some art for Vegeta, some art for Nappa, and some art for Raditz. Depending on how long that takes, it might affect things, but it's not going to go any longer than that because I know you've all been very patient. The biggest thing now, I hope you all are prepared for this because I'm gonna want your opinions. Goku in DC, the next part might end up being 2 parts because this got a lot bigger when I was writing the script for this than I had originally planned. We're basically going to be doing the entire version of the Saiyan arc. So the Saiyans turn up all the way to the end of that. Obviously, in our own DC version. As you know, DC Universe has a lot of characters on Earth. There's a lot of heroes. There's the Justice League. So people are going to be involved. There's going to be a lot of fights. And to get all of that done properly without skipping over anything, it's going to be really long. Now, currently, the script is about 40 minutes. And obviously, with editing and stuff, that could get longer. My plan is, I'm thinking of making it two videos, about 20 minutes each. I won't be uploading them that far apart. I'm thinking of mainly posting one and then 2-3 days later, posting the next one as like a premiere, so you could all watch it together. However, I might make this a poll as well, just in the chat. Who would prefer a full 40-minute video or 2 20-minute videos? Just gonna wait for a bit and see what people say. Okay, got some people going for that. 2 40-minute. See, as well, I want to help you guys know this as well. Because my channel still isn't that big, I don't really want to risk throwing like a big video and it not getting a lot of traction. I want to keep growing with you guys so we can do more of this content. And obviously, the more views I get, the more success I can have to actually do this more, make the quality better. So if I do 2 videos, I might even then go and throw in like a movie. Like say I do 2 videos in like the week. Give that like 2 weeks later, I might just also drop like Goku in DC, the Saiyan saga, and combine both those videos as one big one. What do you guys think of that? Because I'm liking that idea as well. Okay. All right, you guys seem to be on board with that, which makes me happy. Um, 2 videos in the movie, yeah. So as well, a bit of info on my plan with this series. I want to start doing these in like arcs. So obviously, I said this is going to be the Saiyan arc. After that, I've got a couple more arcs planned. If everyone still wants to continue the series, obviously that's going to involve like space stuff, maybe a couple Super Saiyans, yeah, exciting stuff. But like, because the thing is, for anyone who's familiar with Dragon Ball or just DC, they both aren't like small stories. They've all got long arcs and big events. Like DC has like 5 events every couple years. And I don't think doing like smaller things would do it justice. I kind of really want to do like here's Goku all the way up to like Ultra Instinct. And that will take me like a couple years to do. It'd be exciting. It'd be hard. Throw him in all the different big DC events, get some interesting conflicts. But I really think it could work because, as you've seen by the first video, this is just what I've always kind of had as like a Dragon Ball fan and a DC fan. I've never really been like that there's a lot of war. Ever since Deathbell did that like Goku versus Superman video, everyone's always arguing and fighting. And as a fan of both, I was just like, oh look, it's Goku and Superman, and they're together. I like both universes so much that I want to explore this reality I've made, I guess, in a way that's different than because again, everyone makes the jokes. What are the biggest videos of Dragon Ball YouTube? Is what ifs and like explain videos. And I love the what ifs. Like, obviously, it's one of the best things. Smugstick's a very close friend of mine, and his content is absolutely spectacular. But I also want to make it so that this channel is its own thing. And I guess maybe moving towards less of a here's what would happen if this was there to more like a fanficky here's a story, here's a beginning, middle, and end with voice acting and the editing. And that's something I'm really excited for because the voice acting I've got here, everyone's been cast. I've got a Goku, got a Vegeta, got a Batman, got a Wonder Woman, got everyone. Everyone that's in the story has got voice acting. It's not full like animation. It's just like certain clips, but I feel like it will really make watching it more immersive because if you could maybe tell from like the Goku the Goku video to the Vegeta video is less like me explaining it and more so me telling a story. That's where I want to take this. I want to start just telling more stories because that's what I enjoy as a content creator. And hopefully that's what you guys like. So let me just read the chat here. First the calculation. Went full injustice. Yeah. A couple of things here. Yeah. So basically a couple of people's reactions. I don't know how far behind or ahead I am or whatever, but yeah, I'm just really excited to take this a lot further. And due respect to both verses. A lot of people have been throwing questions about how strong is Goku in this compared to the main series. And I kind of I don't want to spoil anything about the Saiyans. Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz, you will find out. But me telling you how strong they will be a spoiler to how that fight's going to go. But I will say Goku at the moment is a lot stronger than he was in the main canon. Around, let me just say, he's stronger in his base form now than he was when he was a Super Saiyan when he fought Frieza. Now, I don't know if that sounds crazy to some people, but this is because the DC universe has a lot more planet level to star level to even solar system threats on a much more regular basis. So say Goku fights the Saiyans and then Frieza. There's a gap between the androids showing up, right? There's years of peace in Dragon Ball Z. DC has no years of peace. DC is constant threats almost weekly. So that means this Goku, who's going to be racing with the Flash, training with Wonder Woman, fighting Lex Luthor, fighting all these different crises and all these things, is going to have a lot more chances to grow, get a lot more Zenkais, and he's going to be boosted up. Hopefully, you all think that's okay. If anyone thinks that's too crazy, that's it. But that's where I'm at for Goku. As everyone has gathered from the how I've put Vegeta and everyone through, they're also going to be really busted. I'm not going to say their levels, but they're even stronger. Like a lot. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I guess my last thing, because I don't want to make this to go too long, because I just want to think. I'm just going to maybe, if anyone has some non-spoilery questions, throw them up now. I'll try and answer like 2, 3, 4. And then I'm also going to give you one more bit of information, and then we're going to close out. Yeah, this has been really fun, actually. I kind of want to make this a regular thing. So yeah, let me just look at the chat. Makes sense. DC Goku, DC does it take place in New 52? Oh yeah, so this takes place in the current Rebirth continuity. At least fidget in some details. Basically, this is just regular DC, so like post-crisis, Rebirth, with some necessary changes I've made, but basically, unless I address something specifically, like Wonder Woman or Batman's history, just assume it's canon. Like, just assume, pardon me, just assume like Nightfall happened or like Infinite Crisis happened, and unless I specifically mention it, it happened. Hopefully you guys can vibe with that. I know some of you are more Dragon Ball fans than DC fans, so I didn't want to make these videos like too like here's the entire continuity heavy, because I didn't want to confuse people. Did you get the Saiyans? Kai's exist. Devil Kick Sanji here is the voice of Goku in this project, so say hi to him. Subscribe to his channel as well. He's a fantastic voice actor. Oh, Dark Knight's Metal? No, that hasn't happened yet, because it might happen in the future. But okay, so Goku arrives in Metropolis when he's around 20 years old. The Saiyan arc happens 7 years later. So if you imagine that DC, like say regular DC, so if you start the timeline when like Batman Year 1 or like Superman Year 1, current DC is like 10, 15 years after that. So this is 7 years after when like Batman and Goku and everyone show up. If that makes sense. I might like do a full like timeline video if people get confused, but hopefully there's that. The voices are going to be more like regular show. Obviously, some actors are just going to be their own takes, but that's basically, yeah. It's going to be. We're not going to do like we're going to have a silly bits at the end for fun, but like the Dark Side video has like that bit at the end with Vegeta. But mostly, this is just going to be straight. Here's the main characters, like proper voices. What kind of canon events related to Goku? Yeah, so Goku is going to be mainly fulfilling, like, say Crisis on Infinite Earths. That happened. that story happens exactly the same, except Superman swapped with Goku. So it would have been an Earth 2 older Goku as well. It would be put in. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. How many parts am I having for this? That's a loaded question. Um, it depends. I definitely want to keep this. After the Saiyan video, I'm gonna have a cutoff where I'm not gonna be, because I've been working on these 3 videos. So like Goku in part 1, Vegeta in part 2, and now the Saiyan, like all at once. And it's been a lot of work, but I've really enjoyed it. But I also don't want to make that the only thing on my channel, because a lot of other people have had good suggestions. Like I would love to do other series given the, because I do Just Imagine, which is just a podcast. These will be more series of like the edited videos. So for example, like throwing out there, what if Batman was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or like what if Superman was in Marvel, like stuff like that, or what if Thor was in Dragon Ball. I'd want to make a full videos like this in the between the big Goku parts, because Goku's the biggest one. So make sure you keep throwing me suggestions for characters you'd like to see for like actual full parts 1, 2, 3, like big epic stories, and I'll be sure to try and do those. Again, this is just the very start of my channel. Everyone here, everyone watching this live stream, you are at ground zero, because I want to do so much more, and I'm so happy this has happened, because it's really allowed me to put my creative energy to something good. And hopefully we can get this. We're almost at 5,000 subs, which is crazy. I I was growing so fast at some point that I was like, oh, maybe I should make it a 1,000 sub special. And then we were at 4,000. I was like, that happened. But I'm gonna probably make this the Vegeta, the Saiyan arc, the like 5K sub special. I want to keep this growing. I want to get to 50K. I want to get to 100,000 subs. Like those are really crazy dreams, but I think we could do it. I really do. But yeah, I'm gonna answer maybe one more question, and then I think we'll close it out here. Oh, Goku does not have something similar to Kaioken. That was more just a reference in the first part for me trying to show he has like all his powers. That will be mentioned in the Saiyan arc. Goku will have I don't want to say it. Goku will have something. It's going to be exciting. I really hope you'll like this, because I think it's really, really cool. It's not the Kaioken. It's completely different, but it's something from Dragon Ball. I hope like it's something from the franchise, not just like that part. Really excited for you to see that one. No, Supergirl does not exist in this world. No, nothing from Krypton exists. That's all on Smugstick's channel. If you want to see Krypton, Smugstick. Saiyans, me. Hopefully that explains it. Yeah, so really, really cool suggestions from everyone here. I hope you're really excited for that. But yeah, this has been really fun. I think I'm going to close out with one last thing. You will not be starved for content, because hopefully this Saturday I'm going to drop a trailer, like a 1 minute long trailer. Keep an eye out for that, because it's going to be really, really cool. So yeah, one last look at the chat, and then I'm gonna head off. an entire podcast of me just going through it. Yeah, you know what? If you guys want that, me and my friend Sid Part 2, subscribe to his channel. We'll do that. We'll make an entire podcast of just me and him, because he co-writes this with me. He helps me go over some ideas and stuff. We'll just make a podcast like an hour long of me and him describing like the bits you don't see in the main parts, like all the main DC things that aren't worth videos but should be talked about anyway. No. Uh, at least for now, this might change in future. At least for now, nothing else from Dragon Ball except the Saiyans exist. If people want it, and if I find a good excuse, people like Beerus, the Angels, the anyone of like that like otherworldly who can like I can make excuses for like how they come over, well, could be in it. Could. But people like the Namekians and stuff like that, they don't exist in this. Act like I don't know there are any of the Dragon Ball characters and they suddenly appear. Well, that's my answer, and I just ruined that for you then. But again, I said could, probably not, but could. So if people again, what do you guys want? That's the main thing. Batman would not have a better opinion of who does of Superman. Batman and Goku would have a friendship, but it would be a lot more like Batman looking after a lost puppy, and then because Superman he looks up to, whereas Goku he kind of has to be like, because Goku loves fighting so much, but yet Batman's all about keeping the peace, and that can cause clashes. Angels and gods. God key. All right. This is going to be my last question because again, don't want to spoil too many people's, but I'm gonna. I've got some ideas, and I have a couple of really cool ways, and hopefully, people who watch the first part that has a lot of hints for what the Goku forms are going to be. But hopefully a lot of the main Super Saiyan transformations will be in this down the road. It's going to be a long journey, but again, like I said, I would love for this series to go all the way from Kid Goku, like we done in the first part, to all the way to the end and do like Ultra Instinct. But yeah, okay. That's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Really enjoyed this. Again, so sorry about the camera quality. This was just me from an impromptu, like random idea. Next time we do this, I'm gonna have a much better webcam. I'm gonna buy an external one or something, so that should be better. Hope you all enjoyed. Keep an eye out for on Saturday, this Saturday, for the trailer, and then the next Saturday, hopefully, the next part. I am probably gonna do 2 videos. So we'll drop the next part, and then in that, I'll tell you what's going to be happening with the next one. But it won't be like too long. It'll only be a couple of days till the one after that drops. So yeah, hope you've all enjoyed. Really fun interacting with you guys. I want to do this a lot more. So yeah, share this. Don't share this around because it's just a live stream of me talking. But share the videos around. Let's get some buzz, and hope you're excited because I really am. Yeah. Take it easy, folks. Bye.